Hi, everybody. My name is Laura Price, and I am an English teacher here at Leesville Road High School. And today I'm going to be going through our open house presentation for the fall of 2019. So I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about who I am. I graduated from Duke University in 2006. I was an English major with a theater studies minor. My first job after college was working at Oxford University Press in Cary. I was a library sales representative and realized that my heart wasn't in sales, it was in education. So I went back to school at NC State where I completed the teacher licensure program. I loved being a student there, and I wrote for the technician, and I student taught at East Wake High School, which was also my first teaching job. After that first year, I came out to Leesville, so this is my 10th year at Leesville and my 11th year teaching. Some things that I love, of course, Duke basketball. I'm also a big Carolina Hurricanes fan. I love Shakespeare and the Wolfpack and a good book. So let's talk a little bit about the course. English 3 is a survey of important and influential pieces of American literature from the colonial period to the present. We're aligned with the Common Core standard course of study, so that focuses on skills in reading, lots of different types of texts, informational and literary, also skills in writing, speaking and listening, and language. My goal is that students work to become independent, critical thinkers and scholars of English literature. I think the class is fun and challenging and also enlightening for all. So the major units that are included in English 3 are outlined here. We have about 6 major units over the course of the semester. We usually start with The Crucible. Even though it was written in the 1950s, we can sort of read it as a part of the colonial period. We do a unit on Romanticism and Transcendentalism, so Henry David Thoreau, Ralph Waldo Emerson. We also have a unit on realism and naturalism, where we will read in standard, we'll do excerpts from The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, and honors, we'll read the whole book. A unit on African American experience with the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass and other slave narratives. We'll focus in the modern period on The Great Gatsby and the coming of age in a postmodern era. In standard, we will read The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and in honors, we will read The Catcher in the Rye. The required writing for English 3 is the same across the board. So regardless of your child's teacher, they'll be doing this kind of writing in English 3. We'll have a big research paper, usually done in the second quarter, when we'll work to build those skills over the course of the semester for research and documentation. We also write a personal narrative. We do literary analyses and constructed responses, short writing to learn prompts in class, and we'll also do an argument or persuasive essay. My expectations for students are pretty straightforward. I expect students to be on time and to be prepared, to be respectful of me and of other students, to have a positive attitude and show enthusiasm for learning. I expect students to work while they're in class, whether that's independently or in a small group or in a whole class discussion, and to complete projects and assignments with honesty and integrity. My goal for students is that they become strong writers, avid readers, and thoughtful, passionate, and productive members of our community, which aligns with Leesville's mission statement. There's a little cartoon for your viewing enjoyment. I always show this to students, and they kind of look at me like I'm crazy, but I think it's cute. Okay, so what do you need for English 3? It's suggested that you have a binder or a folder, just something where you can keep your English materials. We will need note paper. I prefer college ruled, but whatever you have is fine. And number 2 pencils and blue or black ink pens. Please don't write in pink or purple. It's hard for me to read. As well as highlighters. We will be doing lots of annotating in this class and close reading, so being able to mark on the text will be important. The grading policy, again, is department-wide, so I've broken it down between standard and honors here for you. So standard major assessments, 50%, minor assessments are 35%, and homework, classwork, and participation counts for 15%. Honors major assessments count for 60%, minor for 30%, and homework, classwork, and participation for 10%. It's the student's responsibility to request makeup work when they're absent, but I'm always available to help if need be. I'll be available during English personalization time for makeup work or extra help. Also, I'll be available after school on Tuesdays through Thursdays, but by appointment. So please make sure that your child sees me and sets something up if they need to make up a test or if they need any additional help. I do update grades regularly in PowerSchool, so that's usually a pretty accurate reflection of how the student is doing in class and of their progress. If you do ever have any questions, please reach out to me. My email address is lprice2@wcpss.net. Please don't forget the 2. I encourage you to follow me on Twitter if you would like. I don't post a lot, but I will post class info, updates, due dates, that sort of thing. And also, I'll show you our Google Classroom website when we get further into the school year. You can also receive homework and study reminders on your phone. So if you would like these to come up like notifications, you can text those numbers to the number 81010. I look forward to a great semester. I am really passionate about English and I really love my job. So I think that throughout the course of this year, we're going to have a great time getting to know each other and learning and including our skills in reading and writing.